to another episode of Dude Knits. It's your dude, James, coming to you here from Green Bay, Wisconsin. It is Sunday, December 19th. I had to think about the date a little bit. It is currently in the evening, so I've been playing around with my lighting setup, some of which you can see. Hopefully that's not too much of a distraction. Just pretend it's my halo. Ooh, right there. La, 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 la. It's not, but do what we got with what we got. So, how's everybody doing? How's your weekends? How's everybody's? If you're doing any gift knitting, I hope it's going well. This is my Michelangelo cup, just filled with water. I haven't talked in a while. I talked this morning. It's Sunday, and so on Sundays, I go out to a local coffee shop with some local knitting friends, and it's great. But after that, I didn't do a ton of talking today. So, yeah, I hope everybody's day's going good. Mine's going great. We have officially made it through the semester, so I have a couple days of work, and then I've got a little bit of an extended vacation, so you might see some more episodes coming out. I'm very excited. My nephew was born, and so I get to hang out with him. A lot of people are making some wonderful gifts, which I really appreciate. They don't have to do that, and they are. It's one of the things I love about this so much is the community that gets built with everyone, and it's just been great. I'm feeling really reflective as the year is ending, and I'm just appreciative of everybody I've got to meet, of everything that's happened this year with the podcast, with my knitting, with my family, all of that good stuff. So thank you for stopping by. I'm sorry I didn't say that. This is a knitting, a little bit of crochet, yarny love podcast. If you're so inclined, please click the like, follow down below. We have officially hit 100 subscribers, so that's awesome. I'm very excited. I never thought, I know you hear that from everybody. Like I hear it in other podcasts. And everybody's like, oh, I never thought I would hit this, I would hit that. I really didn't, though. It's the truth. Like, I'm just a random dude that loves yarn. And it just blows my mind that 100 some people have subscribed. And I know a lot of you, and I appreciate that. And if I don't know you, please feel free to comment down below. I love the interactions. I try and respond and comment either here or on my Instagram. I'm also very active. My Instagram is dudeknits89. I'm not as active in Ravelry. I'm trying to get better with all of my cals, like singular cal, but also I'm trying to participate in other folks as well. So yeah, we're working on Ravelry. I've got some ideas. I've talked to some people that have some great ideas that I want to emulate some of what some people are doing and some of what other people are doing. And so, yeah, I'm very excited for this next year, and also for my vacation coming up. I've just had a couple of days off, so I don't know what to say about that. What did I call it? My 3 Fridays in a row, and so that's what I called it because I had off on Thursday and Friday, and that was well needed. Yeah, I'm excited for where things are going. Sorry I'm distracted. My cat Artemis is laying on the ground right there. I don't want her to play with the light, which is just on a upside down laundry basket, because use what you got, right? So she's trying to be cute and get attention right now. It's not working. Not working. So we're going to jump right into FOs. I've been pretty busy. I've been doing a lot of different things. Got a lot of different things to show. You know, there was kind of a big gap between when I recorded my last video and actually got it edited and up, and so I'm hoping there's not as big of a gap. That's me knocking on wood, hoping that you see this before it's 2022. Now watch, I'll get it up tonight. It's like, oh, you posted it the same day. So yeah, I have a lot of different things to show. Let's start with some easy stuff. So my family loves washcloths, and I was actually talking about that today with a couple knitting friends, and I was just like, yeah, I don't mind making washcloths. I like to crochet. I do single crochet, 2 rows of that, then a double crochet, 2 singles, double, and I end up having 6 double crochets, and then I do a 2-row single crochet border around the outside, and they end up looking something like this. So that is one. Sorry, still working with the lighting here. This is just sugar and cream. Kitchen cotton, I like it because it feels a little sturdier. It doesn't hurt my hands working with it, and it's kind of what I expect. So, and I usually only do one at a time, so I'm sure if I had to crank out a bunch in a row, it might be different. But yeah, this is what people ask for, so I do them. Gets a little boring. Not gonna lie, but I know that they're gonna be used and well loved, and so can't say anything negative about that. So working on some washcloths. I want to make a couple more. I like to crochet my washcloths, although my brother-in-law, I think he had a grandma who used to knit him some, and so I'm going to try and knit some as well. Speaking of grandmas, this is another dishcloth, and it looks like it's all done in single crochet. This was in the tub that my grandfather gave me, my grandmother's yarn, who has passed away, and this was almost completely done. So I did one more row, and then I did my border with it. And I think I mentioned this before, but my goal is to give every family member something from grandma's yarn, and so I'm trying to decide who to give this to. It's 100% acrylic yarn. It's for sentimental purposes. Trying to decide to give it either to my grandfather or to my mom, since most of it was actually knit or crocheted by grandma. So I really just finished it. So that's something really cool, something I really enjoy doing. Other FOs that I have, let's see, we have this one. Let me turn it the right way so you can see it. Oh, doesn't that look gorgeous? I mean, it actually looks better further away. You can see the pattern. Ooh, let's work with the lighting. Work with our lighting. You can see the pattern better. This is from my mystery knit along, the Celtic Quilt 4. Info at the bottom of your screen. This is October. I have not done September, November, or December. So I'm a little bit behind, but I love how this looks with the two colors. I'm going to continue doing this as long as I can get the yarn. I talked to the Silver Thimble, my local yarn shop, and they put an order in. So I have to check with Nan to see if they got more of this goldenrod color in. And then it's a dark heather as a border. And it's kind of hard to see on camera. There is a little border design that's going on that I thought would be hard to see with the dark, but you can kind of see it there. So very excited. It's measuring about 18 inches, and I haven't blocked it yet, which I'm going to do. The running joke has become how loose my knitting is, and just is. It's just very loose, and so I could block it, because I think it looks a little better blocked. You can see the pattern a little bit more. So we might end up going 20-inch by 20-inch squares. You will end up knitting 9 of them. Artemis, get away from that light. Get away from the light. Go on. She's not a fan. So, yeah, and so it was kind of fun. I really haven't done this many cables in the past, and I love how it looks. And the nice part about cables is if you do mess up, it's really hard to tell. There's, of all the rows I did, there was only one row where I really made a mistake, because you can tell in the pattern if you make a mistake. But then I was telling people, and they're like, you can't even see it, James. Like, you can't see it anywhere. And so that's the nice part, and it gave me some good cabling practice. It is on, this is not barber cord. Oh, I forgot the name of this. Dawn from the Frivolous and Frugal podcast knits with me on some Sundays. And she let me borrow this. She just let me cut off a length of it, because then I could put all my stitches, instead of waste yarn, put it on this plastic. It's kind of like the barber cord, but it's, not actual barber cord. So yeah, I was very happy with that. I do plan to block this. I do not want to wait until I'm done with all of them. I want to do the first one, get it blocked, and then store it for several months. and then continue to do that with all my other squares. So the big debate that I can't decide is, do I continue to knit this same color pattern with the yellow, and then I'm going to keep the border the same no matter what. So that's decided. And either I can wait till some more border comes in, or I do have some more yarn in different colors, because I was thinking about doing a rainbow. This is all made, I should have said that, this is all made with Plymouth Encore worsted weight, which it's a good workhorse yarn. I really enjoy it. 75% acrylic, 25% wool. And so I could switch up the main color and do like orange with the border or red with the border, and then do like more of a rainbow style blanket square. Or I could check with Nan and see if she has more of that wonderful goldenrod in. She might. And that'll make my decision real easy, because then I'll keep it with the goldenrod. If she doesn't, I'm pretty impatient. And I might just move forward with the other colors, and I'll use the yellow that she has in for something else, since I did ask her to order that. So, yeah, that is another FO. Then, let's see, what else do I have? I have so many things to show, so little time. Oh, these are something that is done, and so I finished some socks. So, look at that. That's pretty true to color right there. These are just, I used Kay's vanilla socks on Magic Loop, and I just made them shorties because I like shorties. Now, funny enough with these, this one is a 56-inch shorty sock, and it's a little too tight. This one's 64, and it's a little too loose. So I'm going to try a 60, although I do think my feet are different sizes, and so if I put them on the right foot, it's not as bad. So I will be trying that to see how it goes. But yeah, I have a couple socks, and I remembered to enter them in some cows that are going on. Knick Knack Knits. I apologize, Nikki and Heather and Lisa. That is a podcast where they're doing December sock, and so I entered my December at the very end of the year. So next year I'm planning to do better. I want to do more pairs of shorties. One of my lifelong goals is to eventually replace all of my socks with knitted socks. So we'll see how that goes. I want to start making some progress on that. But yeah, I have my socks. I got that. One of the things I'm most proud of that I finished is this. Oh. Sound effects provided by yours truly. So this is a hat that I wanted to do to match my Opus shawl. And so I tried to use a very similar design, which the Opus is by Artemis. What are you doing? What are you doing? Go lay on your bed. Go. No, we're not playing. Go lay on your bed. She's not having it. She I don't know what it is. She doesn't like it when I podcast. I swear that's what it is. Sorry, what was I saying? The Opus shawl is wonderful. It's the first time I've ever done mosaic knitting, which means it uses slip stitches. It is a paid for pattern, so I'm not going to go into detail. What I did is I took my leftovers. I had the most of the green, and then I basically made the same type of pattern. I changed the stitch count to be about half of what it was with the Opus, because it's a hat. I mean, if you want to really get the effect, you couldn't do the same length, or you won't see it all. I probably could have gone a stitch longer. There is no pattern for this. I made it up. As I went, I used the green, and I made it's double thick brim. So I knit 2x2 ribbing. Then I did 2 rows of purls. Then I did the opposite. So if I did knit 2, purl 2, after I did those 2 rows of purls, I did a purl 2, knit 2. So that when you fold it over, it fits in on itself. And then I just knit 2 together with my cast on. So now I have a double thick brim, which I want because it's cold. And the inside turn it over. It looks beautiful. You can see all of these slip stitches. I did have to do something fun with the in-between rows, the green that you see in between the in between the colors, because block this other light, because in order to get the same pattern design, I knit the hat in the round and the opus is knit flat. And so it took a little bit of manipulating to figure out how to make it look the same. It's not quite the same construction, but yeah, I was very happy. I took some pictures on Instagram, so feel free to go check those out of me wearing my opus and then my leftovers with the opus hat. I do still have some yarn left over, and so I was debating, do I make mittens too? I'm really big into sets right now. I'm trying to think, do I make a set? I know how to do this in the round now. I think I might take a little break. I mean, I could just use the leftover yarn and make comfy mitts, you know, with no pattern and just use the same colors, because that kind of matches. But I don't know. I haven't decided. We'll see, but I'm happy it's done. This is what it looks like when I wear it. It's got a pretty tight fit, which is what I wanted. I did not want this to be a beanie, so block this other light. That doesn't really help you see it at all, does it? Okay, so there's the hat. So yes, very excited. Very excited to have that done. I was just got in this really big mood of wanting to finish quite a few projects. And so this next one has been on my list for a while. I'm going to call it a hoe. It's not quite a hoe. It is a mitten. This is for my good friend Miriam. It's a little too big, so I don't think I'm going to give her this one. I am going to knit it with this is Plymouth Encore in a lovely shade of blue. I'm going to cast on less stitches and do 2 mitts with less stitches, because it's kind of even big on my hand. It doesn't look bad. I mean, it's just a simple mitt. And so, but I want less stitches. I want it to actually fit nicely since it's going to be a gift for her. Yeah, so that's just I think it's called the world's comfiest mitts, comfy mitts on Ravelry. I have it on my Ravelry page if you want to check it out. I've knit them before. Very simple pattern, easy to do, but something I wanted to work on. That is living in my bearded pearl bag. Love it so much. Such a good bag. Oh, I love this canvas. So that's that. I think that's the end of, well, that was FOs. That's a hoe. And then I do have a whip that I'm working on. Actually, I have several. I do not have my around every corners, which I have 10 rows left to do. So I'm not going to show that this time. I've showed it almost every time. I will show it next time, and it will hopefully be complete at that time. Yeah, so I'm working on that. This is a hat that I started a long time ago. And I've like reballed up this yarn. This is Plymouth Encore, bright neon. Thinking of you, Nikki, bright neon. I got this for my brother because he works construction, and I wanted to make a brioche hat to be warm. And I wasn't that great with brioche at the time, but then I did Stephen West mystery knit along, and just look at that. I got a lot more comfortable. There's the inside, the outside. So I pick this up every once in a while. It's not for Christmas or anything for my brother, and I don't even know if he'll like it or not. So it's just something I do when I need something a little more brioche-y in my life. So yes. I think it's going to go all the way up like this. So it's just going to take some time. Not very fast with brioche, which I'm fine with because it's very meditative when I start doing it. I've always loved that about brioche, even though I haven't knit a ton of it. That's one of my other goals, to keep knitting brioche. So that's something that's a whip. Another whip I have, as I'm just trying to remember, is I am working on another hat this, and I'm not going to pronounce it right, and I'm okay with that. If you feel the need to correct me down below, you can. Just know that I don't really care, because I know the designer doesn't care. And so, yep, this is the Musselburgh, and I'm going to call it that. And if it's called anything else, that's great. Feel free to call it what you think it's called. So I'm just working on this. This is with some Queensland Rainbow Reef. I love the colors. Take a look at those colors. It's beautiful. I'm knitting it on a US 2. These are 16-inch circular needles. It's just something when I need something brainless that I pick up. I'm trying to find my right gauge. The last Musselburgh I made was too big, and so this yarn I think is smaller. So I actually kept it at the same stitch count, even though it's a smaller yarn, to hopefully make up for some of that gauge. Because the last one said it was a fingering that I used by Knitted Wit, but that one was really more of a sport weight, I think. Not a fingering, and I think this is a true fingering, so we'll see. And I love the colors. We'll see how it turns out. This is in my So Crazy Crafter bag, and it says espresso, petroleum, and it's a little Harry Potter cup. So I thought that was super cute. So that's one of my whips that I'm working on. I don't have a lot of other whips. I've been cranking them out, folks, and so I've been getting them done. I did finish a corner-to-corner blanket for my sister. That's in my car, so I'm not going to go out and get it. But that's done for my nephew, which I really enjoy, and I hope they enjoy. I don't think I really have that much other stuff. I'm working, here I'll insert, and you can't even see my hand that I hopefully held up, but I insert a couple pictures of my cousin Amber. She asked me to make her several hats, and she bought the yarn, and then she also got a hat for herself, and so I asked her to take a picture as I gave it to her during my family Christmas, which was this weekend. So she helped model it for me rather unwillingly. That was an evil laugh. But yeah, she did that. She modeled it. So hopefully you see that on your screen, or you saw it on your screen. But she has that now. She really enjoys it. That is, I think it's Woolies by Lion Brand. And I used a size 11, cast on, 38 stitches. Did 2x2 rib for a while, or 1x1 rib for a while. And then just a single stitch all the way up. So that was for her. She has that hopefully now. I know she was really looking forward to that. So yeah, she's got that. I've been kind of cranking out the rest of my knits. I have a lot of things coming up. I was supposed to do an Advent knit along. Haven't started that. Cozy Up Knits has their mystery knit along, and so I've got some yarn for that coming up. Well, technically these are some finished objects. So if you watch Knick Knack Knits, she showed this. Her and Lisa made these adorable washcloths. This is like a terry cloth. It's so nice. And it's supposed to keep the babies warm while you wash them, so you can like put it underneath, is what she was saying. And they're kind of packer fabric. I love that. My sister and brother-in-law will love that. And then she's got these Burp Cloths. Oh my gosh, you guys, I'm ready. I'm ready to babysit. Here we go. It's a gentle pat. Gentle pat. But this is super soft on this side. And look at these this packer fabric. So she made 2 of those. 2 of these. She didn't have to do this, you guys. It was so nice of her and Lisa. I freaking love them. I love getting to know them online and in real life. So yeah, she also made a bib that she was just going to add a button to, and it looks adorable too. And so I don't know if my sister's okay with me talking about the baby or showing any pictures. So I don't know if I'll do any of that because it's obviously not my child and I want to respect their wishes. And so I did not ask for any permission. That's why I'm not really sharing any names or or stuff like that. So yeah, I can't wait to give these to her. I'm going to see her more in my upcoming vacation as well. So looking forward to that. And then I have lots of different acquisitions. um, okay, don't judge. I didn't get all of this for me, and some of it I purchased a long time ago, and I forgot they were going to get it for me. So I stopped by the Silver Thimble, and I got some goldenrod and some of my border, and again, that's in the Plymouth Encore. And again, I know that's backwards, but I'm not going to put it on the screen. Less editing time means the sooner this gets up. So that was really exciting. I have lots and lots of other stuff. So one of the first things, oh my gosh, you guys, I think I mentioned this before, but it's finally here. Look at that. This says the House of Scotland, a wee gift from Scotland. My coworker who retired, her name is Joan. Bless her soul. I freaking love her so much. And I mean that sincerely. I gave her some money because she was traveling to visit her daughter and see some of Europe. And so she stopped in England and I think Scotland. And I said, if you're bored and there happens to be a yarn shop, here's some money. I would love it if you just got me something that's kind of a little more unique to them or whatever you find, no big deal. And so she brought me back 5 skeins. I love this so much. And I think you can get some of this in the U.S. That's what some people were saying. This is West Yorkshire Spinners, the Croft Shetland wool. And so I've never used this. And so look at these colors. This is like a blue with some white stripes. And then you got, this is gray with white. And this is like a blue-green with white. So it's all the Croft Shetland tweed, 100% Shetland Island wool. And so it is 100 grams, 182 yards or 166 meters. It's 100% wool. I've got 5 of these in some of these colors. And so I'm not quite sure what I want to do with it. I am so thankful she got me yarn. That's going to be my new favorite thing. I don't need a t-shirt or anything, but if you just happen to get me some yarn when you go and travel, I would love that. And so that's going to be my new thing. I think when I talk to family or friends, I'm just going to give them some money and say, if you happen to find some, great. If you don't, grab yourself a drink or something. On me, it's your vacation usually. So, yeah, I love it so much. The question is, what do I make with it? So if you have suggestions, if you've used this before, I have 5, and so that's 500, 5 times this. So it's about 800 some meters, 900 yards, something like that. Not enough for a sweater, and I'm not going to do a crop top. Thank you for asking. Yes, I would rock that, but it's not my style. It's not my scene, so I'm not going to do that. And I could always add other yarn to it too, or I could get some more of this myself, but to me it would be special if I just used the 5 skeins that she got and I made something out of it. It'd be great if I could make 2 somethings. Like what if I made a cowl and I made a matching set? One for me, one for her. Oh, that would be so cool. So yeah, that is an acquisition. Then I had a friend that was destashing, and so she was putting up all the different things, and she was giving a great deal, and so I bought several things from her. So if you're watching, you know who you are. Thank you. All my love to Ohio. Love you to pieces. So this is the Vesper Sock Yarn Club. So it's from Knitterly Things. It's from September 2019. I don't know if they're still in business or if you can still get them. It's Big Autumn Sky with a gray mini. And so it's 25% nylon, 75% superwash. Just look at that color. I love it. It's browns and yellows and blues and purples with a gray mini. And so I think this has to be socks. I think it has to be socks. I always think to myself, is it going to be Musselburgh or socks? This has got to be socks. And it feels very soft. So I can't wait to work with that. Let's see. I forgot what this was, but it's beautiful. It's a little sparkly, which is not my usual jam, but it's got a lot of rainbow colors. I'm pretty sure it's a sock yarn. Let me see if I can get that in there. Ooh, that's kind of, you can see the sparkle really well from there. So sparkle is not my style, but I love how this looks, and so we'll see. I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but I have it and it's mine. Mine. So I'm very mature, people. I'm very mature. And this I also loved. It's more Knitted Wit. And I heard they're out of business now, so it's kind of a collectible. Knitted Wit sock, and it's 80% superwash merino, 20% nylon, and 100% beautiful. Crafted perfection. And so again, there's browns, blues, oranges, greens. I just love something about that. It feels so earthy to me. I can't wait to see what it looks like knit up. So yeah, this is Knitted Wit sock. I might make a Musselburgh now that I know to do less stitches with Knitted Wit. Or something else. I'm not sure. We'll find out. We'll find out together, folks, some point in time. Not sure when. And then she sent along a whole bunch of goodies. So she sent along a box full of Katona, which I've never used, in a whole bunch of different colors. This is sheepies. Did not say that right. Katona. These are 50-gram balls. It's 100% mercerized cotton, which I know is going to last forever. So I don't know what I'm going to do with it. It's basically a rainbow set. I mean, if you look in here, there's a whole bunch of different colors of the rainbow. So, yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do. I have 10 50 grams. So, 500 grams of mercerized cotton, and it is really soft. I mean, I'm used to cotton being more kitchen cotton because that's what I make dishcloths out of. I don't think I can make dishcloths out of this. I don't know what I will make. I know if you make baby stuff out of this, it'll last forever. So maybe I'll make something summer for my nephew. Something stripey. 500 grams is a lot for a baby. 125 meters. So that's 1,250 meters of cotton. I can make a lot of stuff. So I don't know what, but I have it. It's mine, and I get to use it, which I'm excited about. And then she also sent some other things. And so this, I think, is going to be one of my prizes for my Cal. And so this is a reminder. I am running a Cal for the Around Every Corners by Stephanie Lotvin. Feel free to join on my Ravelry page or my Instagram hashtag, which is DudeKnitsCal. It's on the bottom of the screen. I can't remember if I put 2021, but it is on the bottom of the screen, the hashtag. And so feel free to join. I'd love to have you. It's a pretty quick pattern. I mean, I would say if you get all of your striping done, even if you're not finished, I'll consider that good enough if you don't finish the bind off. We're getting towards the end of December. It goes until January 10th. If you haven't started yet, if you just knit it to pattern, I mean, you can probably pretty much make it almost completely done. Some people did it in like 4 days. Blew me away. But I'd say if you get all the striping done, I consider that good enough. And then it's your choice whenever you want to finish that. But this will be a giveaway. And so this is yarn and a little baggie from Knick Knack Knits. Look at that. So again, this is from my friend from Ohio that gave me this as a prize for the Cal. And so if you haven't seen one of these, it's a little yarn ball holder, which I am excited for. So I will be putting that in the giveaway. And there's 2 skeins of yarn, which I think go really well with the bag. And so it's Malabrigo Machetta, And this is Pegasus. Pegasus. And I think more Malabrigo Machetta. And this is black. So this is beautiful. Oh, it's very soft. I have to share. I have to share. I don't have to share. But I will. It'll be a giveaway. It's too perfect not to be a giveaway. I shouldn't enter my own giveaways. I know I shouldn't, but I would love to win this. So just being honest. So that is one of my giveaways. Very excited. Oh, I don't have the bag with me. It's kind of packed away. Knick Knack Knits also donated a bag, which I will show. It's one of their clear plastic bags. I'm going to put some yarn in there, and so that'll be a giveaway as well. That'll get sent out. And then I had my friend Agatha had put together a giveaway, and Valerie had put together a giveaway, and so I'll show some pictures of those if I have them. They probably would have already been on the screen. Yeah, so I'm excited for those. More stuff to talk about that I purchased. Like I said, don't judge. I can feel the judging eyes. They need to stop and settle down. So I am going to be doing a shop model of the Around Every Corners. And so this is going to be made with Ample by the Fiber Co. Beautiful soft alpaca and nylon blend. So there's this, and then one of these. So this is by Schopel. I think they're the same people that make the Zauber ball. So you can get this all at Around, not Around the Table. That's a different yarn shop that I love. This is from my local yarn shop in Green Bay, Wisconsin called the Silver Thimble. And so these are beautiful. They're all different colors connected by this nylon thread. And so when I make the Around Every Corner, it's going to look beautiful with this. I think I'm going to start with the pink and go to the blue. And one of these last two blues I'll have to take out just because they're so similar. They're just very similar, and you only use 6, and there's 7 here. So this will be enough, I think, to do each row. They tell you to do 20-gram minis, but I had like 10 grams left over, and I was going even thicker than the pattern said. So I'm going to follow this 2 pattern because it's a shop model. So I am sure I will have enough. If I don't, I'll let folks know. I'll give you an update with where we get with this. But this will be one of the next shawls that I cast on, so I want to get working on that for Nan. And then I also have, I can't remember what this is called, mohair. This is mohair that one of my good friends, Dawn, had given me to try. And so there's some mohair in here as well. It's sealed because I don't know how Artemis is going to be with it. She's been fine with all of my other yarn, but she's never been around mohair. And so it's a different breed. It's a different style of yarn. So she hasn't been like pawing at the bag or anything. So I hope she's good with it. But yeah, that's to come. That's one of the future things I'm going to be working on. My good friend Sarah told me about this, and I haven't been to the Michaels in Green Bay. I've lived here for, this is my 6th year living in Green Bay, and I've never been to the Michaels here. I love Joann's. So if I'm going to go to a big box store and not my local yarn shop or small businesses, it's usually Joann's. Even though I don't go there that often anymore. But they had a sale at Michael's for this cozy wool merino. Look at those colors. And Sarah's doing a Musselburgh, and it's self-striping, and it just looks beautiful. So I have 3 of these. So these are all going to be Musselburghs at some point. Because they're just too beautiful not to. But I was thinking about adding that mohair to like half of a Musselburgh, wherever how much it gets, and that could be the inside part to keep me warm because it's Wisconsin and it's freaking cold out if you weren't aware. So I have yarn in my mouth. I should really stop getting these so close to my mouth. That just happened live on camera. Okay, welcome to the podcast. So those are some acquisitions I had, and then I also, because I've never tried Caron cakes. This is a Caron skinny cake. And this is in the colorway Tiramisu. Isn't that beautiful? I just love me some neutrals. I love the bright pops of color, but I love neutrals too. And I was thinking a Musselburgh for this too, but oh goodness, this could make a great shawl. I mean, and I think they even have like a shawl on there and it says one ball. So, oh, I don't know, but it's beautiful and it's soft and it's 100% acrylic. So it'd be great for a gift for my non-yarny friends that don't know how to care for fiber. So I just keep wanting to squish it. It's so squishy. And then because I was doing more washcloths, I also got some more cotton. And so this is just Lily's sugar and cream in the individual colors. And then I got the cone in gray to border them. And all my other ones, I'll just start bordering in gray because it's the cone of cotton. Yeah, so I have these. Very excited for that. And then when we were at Joann's today, I also found this box. Look how nice this is. And the front of it, those are penguins. And it says Merry Christmas. How freaking cute is, look at the side. Look at the side. Can you see what that is? Those are all knit stitches. Those are all knit stitches. So I will be keeping this. I'm going to be doing an advent next year with some friends. And so this is where I'm going to put the advent. And as the year goes, I'm going to add mini skeins to it. So we're going to do 24 mini skeins and 1 full skein. And I'm going to add this to it. And then it'll be all set to go. It'll be ready. So I'm going to start keeping this somewhere. There's a couple of things I already know I want to put in it. So I'll start adding to it now because I'm excited. Yeah. So that was a lot of stuff. And 42 minutes isn't bad. That was kind of a lot of stuff. It's the end of the year. You know, I'm ready for next year. We'll see what 2022 brings. I'm excited about it. I really want to work on some sweaters. I've done a lot of shawls lately and I need to stop shawl knitting, even though I already have 2, 3 that I'm going to be knitting because the shop model, Cozy Up's Mystery Knit Along is coming up from Cozy Up Knits. I already have the yarn. I already bought the pattern. So, oops. That's my first ever mystery knit along I've done, and I love those gals up in Canada. They're hilarious. They're real. Highly recommend that if you're looking for a mystery knit along, which will come out December 31st or January 1st. We'll see. They always say January 1st, but my experience has been a little earlier. So, yeah, we'll see what happens with that. One of my new goals for this next year is going to be getting my entire stash into Ravelry. And so that's a goal that I have. I'm going to try and get it in there. I'm going to try to knit some more from stash. I have a lot of acrylic yarns, and I want to start whittling that down, making hats or mittens or blankets or something to whittle down some of that yarn. So that's goals for next year. But yeah, I hope you all get a chance to unwind. If you get the chance to take some vacation coming up, remember to take care of yourselves. You are just as important as anybody else. And you need to prioritize yourself like you prioritize other people. That's what I tell myself when I look in the mirror. Yeah, there's some upcoming things next year, but I'll tell you guys about those. Some in-person events I'm going to be going to, some new clubs and classes I'm going to be taking revolving around knitting. And so I hope you all are as excited as I am for next year, because I can't wait. And I love knitting, and the more I get into the craft, the more I just want to knit and spend my time doing that. So it's my happy place. It's what I enjoy. I hope you all are finding something that brings you joy, and you get to be with friends and family and those that care about you as one year turns into the next. So thank you so much for all the love and support and being here for my channel. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, tell other folks if you want to. No pressure. I just do this for fun. So thanks so much. Again, this is James, your dude. And I hope you all have a wonderful week coming up. See you. Goodbye.